Darth Nihilus, known as the Lord of Hunger, is often revered as one of the most powerful Sith Lords in Star Wars lore. His reputation, bolstered by tales of him consuming entire planets and being nearly unstoppable, has elevated him to near-mythical status among fans. However, a closer examination of the lore reveals that his power, while formidable, has been significantly exaggerated. Many of the feats attributed to Nihilus have been embellished over time, leading to a distorted view of his true capabilities. This video takes a critical approach, breaking down the misconceptions surrounding Nihilus and providing a more nuanced understanding of his actual strength. One of the key abilities that have contributed to Nihilus's fearsome reputation is his mastery of Force Drain. This power allowed him to consume the life force of any being within his reach, fueling his own strength and sustaining his existence. However, this ability was also his greatest weakness. Nihilus was driven by an insatiable hunger that grew more intense the more he fed, creating a vicious cycle where his power was entirely dependent on his ability to consume life energy. Without a constant supply of victims, his power would rapidly diminish, leaving him vulnerable. In addition to Force Drain, Nihilus possessed other impressive abilities that further cemented his status as a powerful Sith. His telekinesis was unmatched, allowing him to manipulate objects and opponents with ease, as seen when he resurrected and controlled his ship, the Ravager. He also wielded a unique variant of Force Lightning, known as Red Lightning, which was exceptionally potent and capable of incapacitating even the strongest of enemies. Nihilus's presence was so overwhelmingly dark that it caused immense pain and suffering to those around him, further enhancing his aura of invincibility. Despite these formidable abilities, Nihilus's reliance on Force Drain proved to be a significant limitation. His power was not inherent or stable. It fluctuated depending on how recently he had fed. This dependency made him a creature of pure will and intent, driven by a need to consume rather than to rule or conquer. His inability to maintain his power without feeding ultimately led to his downfall, as he was defeated by those who could resist or counter his Force Drain ability, such as Mitra Surik and his apprentice, Visas Mar. Unlike other Sith Lords like Valkorion, who could absorb ambient force energy from an entire planet, Nihilus's power was restricted to living beings, making him less versatile and ultimately less powerful than some of his peers. His feats were often accomplished when he was at the peak of his power, freshly fed and in optimal condition. However, without a steady supply of life energy, he would struggle to maintain even a fraction of that power. This reliance on a single ability made him vulnerable, and in a galaxy where the Jedi were at their strongest, Nihilus would have faced significant challenges in maintaining his dominance. Darth Nihilus is a fascinating character whose power has been both feared and misunderstood. While he was certainly a force to be reckoned with, the video argues that his true capabilities have been exaggerated over time. His reliance on Force Drain, combined with the fluctuating nature of his power, made him a complex and ultimately flawed Sith Lord. By reevaluating Nihilus's place in the Star Wars universe, we gain a deeper understanding of his strengths and weaknesses, as well as the limits of his dark power.